Hello, beautiful divine one. Thank you for pressing play. Thank you for coming to co-create here with me. Excuse the blinking my fringes in my face. I feel like like there's something this video has found you, that there's something that is a little bit in your face at this time. Like you're really being called to like step out of the head and into the heart. I'm feeling that like that for a lot of you, whatever this annoyance is, because this is what's coming through, it's like something that is, is not for you, is not for you, like, let's put it this way, what's coming through, it's like your highest timeline has grabbed you, you're very much aware that things are shifting and it's all because of you. But at the same time, you're still experiencing echoes and densities of the past now you's choices. And right now, it's like you're allergic to it. That's what's coming through. It's like you're allergic to it. It's so not a frequency match. Right? I don't want to use the word other anymore, because other makes it seem like, oh, it's other, it's bad, but it's beautiful, it's perfect. Without that density, you would not be sitting here or standing or wherever you are in your here now. So what source is, or what your guides, your angels, the guidance that's coming through here is that you get to choose what affects you. This is the reminder, you know this, but you get to choose. If you allow other people's trauma to trickle into you, to trigger your trauma, knowing that whenever you are experiencing somebody else's trauma, it is a beautiful, magical opportunity for you, the light bringer that you are. Right now, it really is about almost like seeing the stuff that you're dealing with as other. Okay, just allow this to, I'm gonna just allow this to come through because it's an analogy. It's just like practice. It's nothing. It's just not for you, right? It's just not for you. But in the same time, your relationship with that which is not for you, and how you allow it, should you allow it to affect you, to trigger you, to derail you, is all on you, right? And everything that you do in this space, your alchemy, right? This is what Source is wanting you to know, is that it's not really about the stuff that you're experiencing. It may seem like that to your human, but it's actually so much bigger. So much bigger. When you use your alchemy, when you check your frequency, when you allow yourself not to be triggered by somebody else's trauma, and if you are triggered by that trauma, what you do with that whole experience, right? There's so much magic. It's like that is what you do. There is the rising of your phoenix. That's what's coming through. It's the rising of your phoenix. It's like you're currently ash, okay? And because you're currently ash, you're still experiencing all the stuff that, I don't know, is connected to that ash, that same density. But where you're going, it can't come with you. But right now, you actually have to alchemize everything you feel towards all that density, because there is no space for anything but love. So whatever is very much like, I'm just hearing at the forefront. So I feel like this is something that you're experiencing a lot of. Maybe it's self, right? This is also what, confirmation there. For some of you, it's very much self. It's very much you shifting old paradigms that you know are no longer for you. Like I'm hearing for some of you, it's very comfortable to play in old paradigms. I apologize. My human has just clocked that there is some noise taking place outside. Somebody's busy creating. I'm sorry for that. Hopefully the mic doesn't pick it up too much, but this mic generally picks up everything that I do not want it to. I think the one day it picked up my rumbling tummy. Okay, friends. So I'm hearing right now that you have been experiencing some stuff over the last 3 to 4 days. Okay, this is also very much in line with the cards will come out in a moment. There's just a nice stream of consciousness here that I can bring through with a little bit of clarity for you. So 3 to 4 days, this ties in with the 1010, the opening of the 1010 portal. Like, yes, it's officially open. I think today is the 12th. I didn't record yesterday. But yeah, today is the 12th. But it opened a little bit prior to the 10th, right? But it is like fully open at this time. And it's like the biggest portal right now for you. And this message is timeless. So whenever this finds you, just know that you're in it's like you're in a time warp in a way. That's the feeling here. It's like anything goes. So much play, so much magic, so many miracles available to you as soon as you give yourself permission to drop the paradigms that tell you that they're not, that it's not possible, that you're not worthy, that you're not deserving, that you're broken, that you still need to heal. There's not healing, friends. It's not healing that is calling for your focus and attention. It's your alchemy. And your alchemy is because you've experienced everything. However many years you've been on this particular human journey, that's your alchemy. That's also your unique, beautiful lens that is unique to you, right? It is through your alchemy, through your experience, not your memory, right? The alchemy is kind of the truth of the experience. The memory is the human's distortion of something that no longer exists, unless you bring it into your here now. So really, friends, what I'm just being shown is I'm being shown this image again of a whole bunch, like a map with a whole bunch of like dark little, not dark figures, but like flickering figures. And suddenly there's just this explosion of light from everywhere, and like I can no longer see what is there, because it's not meant for me to be, it's not meant to be seen, it's not meant to be known now, because it is for the future now the future now you to experience. But this is a big collective rebirth. This is happening for this collective, but for many, many other collectives. I think check out like on your YouTube feed. I know when I go on, this is what I've been seeing, right? Stuff about rebirth. And this is the feeling here. We are collectively rebirthing the earth at this time. So things are not going to feel the same. Things are not the same. And things are most certainly not going to stay the same, because it's what I'm seeing here is, okay, it's quite beautiful. I'm seeing bubbles, like bubbles floating in the air, but with each bubble, like the higher the bubble, the bigger the bubble. And then it's like there's a figure that's been hopping between the bubbles. And I feel like these hops have been your quantum leaps, your quantum jumps, you devoting to you, you trusting you, you choosing you, all those big portals that you've been jumping through, jumping. And like there's one bubble left at the top. That's what I'm seeing. And I'm seeing like a figure really excited to like jump from this next bubble. But what I'm also seeing now is like the bubbles are connected, and it's like you're already connected to that dream, perfect, heaven on earth reality. And it's interesting because what I'm feeling here with the connection to the bubbles is that for some of you, it's everything changing. Here I'll use my personal experience, because I can. Like my everything is changing, right? Nothing is really going to be known in 3 days' time for me. It'll be a new house, new area, new province. My cat will not be there initially, but he'll come a bit later. I cannot get him on a plane. Just new, no, nothing, not even the comforts that I have here, because that's all coming afterwards, right? like a feeding chair and like the toddler stand where we cook. So like I'm not going to have any of like my luxuries. It's going to be a whole new way of like engaging with my little one in a whole new space, in a whole new energy, which is beautiful. So for me, everything is changing. For some of you, what I'm seeing, it's like it's not everything is staying the same, but everything is changing. It's so take that how it resonates. And then they're also showing me that like it's the same, but then there's like less things there. So I suspect maybe you're staying in the same space, but certain elements are changing. Okay, so it's going to be different for everybody, but it is going to be completely, it's going to feel completely new. And this is what they're wanting me to bring through. And it has already begun. It has already begun for you. If this message has found you, 111, you have already begun, I imagine. And when I say I imagine, it's because this is what I see, like what 1111, but this is what I see for the collective. It's also what I believe and know to be true, right? What I hold in my heart space is that truth for whomever you are. And I find that holding that in my heart space is what that makes the connection for these videos to find whom they're designed to find. And it's the same with you and your highest timeline. Like it is already there. All that is required of you at this time is for you to hold the pose. And actually, it's like they're saying self-work, but it's self-work like you've never done before. They're wanting you to see everything through your rose-tinted glasses, through the eyes of love. And whatever it takes you to get there, that's the self-work that is required of you at this time. For you to see through the eyes of your heart and not the eyes of your mind. This is where judgment goes bye-bye. That's what I'm hearing, friends. It's where judgment goes bye-bye. At the bottom of the deck here, we have the Knight of Wands. Judgment goes bye-bye because as you embody your light and curiosity and love, and you, okay, this has been coming through a lot, so I'm going to just bring it through. This is really where you stop caring. But it's not like you don't care. There's no love. It's just you are so ready to just be you, unapologetically so. And when you embody that, always, everything else shifts. But more so than that, like everything that is not for you, really, you give it permission to fall away. You give yourself permission to play, and you give everybody else, every other beautiful expression of source consciousness, permission to play too. There is no conflict. There is just, oh, you're showing me something, a way where I'm not free. Thank you. Thank you, right? I hope I cannot ever say this, so I'm going to try the Ho'oponopono prayer. But the words are this. It's like, I love you. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. Thank you. And this is these words, these spells. This is how you free yourself from dense connections, right? Through love, through gratitude, through appreciation. Not through resistance, not through hate, not through judgment. Okay, so if any of this resonates with you, my name is Angela. I'm a channel of and for source consciousness. And I'm always guided to remind you that you are too. If you're still here, you are too. And I'm just being reminded to remind you to find the stillness within your 0 point. Anytime, any opportunity you have, any space that is made for you to do so. And it feels good. Begin to play is what Source wants you to know. Okay, so grounding yourself in this beautiful magical now with your breath, acknowledging your light, your divinity, and on your exhale, accepting and appreciating your now exactly as it is, for it is perfect. Okay, breathing as many times as you feel called to, just acknowledging your light, your truth, your divinity with each inhale. Okay. Interesting energy. I am feeling that you're going to be experiencing things with a lot more clarity. As I started getting into the space, my eyes sort of glazed over. I don't know if you guys could see them in the camera. I was kind of like, everything glazed over for a moment and then cleared. So, and then we have the Ace of Wands coming out. The Ace of Wands is very symbolic and very of like psychic abilities. But I wanna take the word psychic out of your rule book, out of your vocabulary, should this resonate with you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Everybody is psychic. You are an intuitive, right? You are connected to everything, and you have been experiencing this more and more, right? You're a super empath. There's so many words for something that is innate for you, something that comes naturally for you. And I feel that this is coming online. This is the clarity. I feel like you're going to be able to see so much more than you already see, which is already more than the average human, right? Because not everybody has the same soul contract that you do. Not everybody chose to be a new wave, new earth leader. Not everybody came to be the first wave, which is what you are. So there is no one that can guide you. Not really. We can all share, and source can stream higher consciousness through us, the moon, right? This is the time of illumination. So for some of you, there is still some stuff that's being illuminated to you. We have the 6 of Cups, the 8 of Cups, the Magician, and the Knight of Cups. For those of you that aren't familiar with tarot, the Cups suit is the 17-17-8-8. The Cups suit is the link to the emotions, right? Fluid, flow. Knight of Cups is very much like the dream coming true, the dream, but it's like the dreamer's card. It's really about you embodying, like you dreaming, but discovering what your dreams really are, like what really calls to you. Because with this newfound clarity, there's some stuff that's going to not be resonant, right? But it might be a little bit tough for your human to let go of. There's like some big, I'm just feeling there's some big dreams. I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because I can resonate with this so strongly. There's some like big dreams that they're actually, you know, are not going to come into fruition. You know that they are not for this new, now you, 18. I'm really being called to the moon being 18, right? This big shift. There's the 9 of Pentacles under the moon. This big shift, this big ending. And it's so beautiful. But these dreams, the 6 of Cups often speaks about childhood, like the stuff that happened to you when you were younger, childhood trauma. And a lot of the dreams that we created when we were, I'm going to just give it a moment because they seem to be doing it in snippets. But if it goes on too long, I'll continue, because I know that if this message is for you, it won't bother you. Okay. So the 6 of Cups can point to childhood trauma, childhood stuff that that's still being called for, like healing, right? And that may very well be true with the moon card being here. This may very well be true, but it's not healing, it's alchemy, right? And if it's just remembrance, really, it's you remembering that you don't need to play small anymore. But what is coming through here in this particular reading, in this particular energy, is it's when you were younger, you created dreams. Like, I'm going to give you an example here. It's a funny one because it's so not true, and it wasn't what the truth of me wanted at all. But the little me, I came from a broken family, as many of you do. It was very much black sheep, you know, middle child, don't know if that's relevant, but felt called to share that for some reason. And I remember when my parents divorced and like saw the remarriage and just that whole mess, right? I don't need to paint the picture. You've watched enough movies or you've lived it. And I remember saying to many people, my stepmother being one of them, possibly, I don't think I ever said it to my mother, but I remember saying to my stepmother very clearly, going, if when I get married, my husband is going to pay me to have children, like I'm going to be giving up my career, I'm going to be giving up this, I'm going to be giving up that, he's going to actually pay me a salary. I know actually, I think legally in some countries that is actually becoming a thing, but I remember this, like I will not have children if this is not going to be a thing. And I mean, I must have been about 13 at the time, right? Young, maybe 14, can't remember the age, but young. And then it was, I don't want children, right? And then I knew that there was nothing more than there was just nothing more that I wanted in this world than to be a mother. And that's its own journey. Okay, but what's the reason I share this with you, the reason I'm being called to share this with you is there could have been, okay, at one point there was a time when I really struggled to fall pregnant. There was a lot of loss. There was a lot of, my journey is one that maybe will assist others, but this is not the space for it. And but there was really a point, and then there was actually a stage where where I actually, to get that, and I didn't realize I was doing it, I actually gave up on it. I actually not gave up, I just went, if it is meant to be, it is meant to be. I cancelled IVF. I just cancelled everything. And I went, you know what? I'm done with this crazy. I'm done with this thing. And through that choice portal, about a week later, I found out I was pregnant. Okay. And that was its own trigger for many things. But I had to actually grieve the dream. I actually, to be okay with it not actually happening, I actually had to grieve the dream. And believe me, my human was very attached to it. It was something I've never been more attached to in my entire life. I don't think it was not necessarily healthy, but it was my journey. And it was also part of my spiritual journey. So, as everything is, because everything is spiritual. And I know that if you're still here, then this is something that is going to be of assistance to you. Otherwise, it wouldn't be coming through. And yes, I had to grieve it. And I feel like for some of you, there are some dreams that you actually need to grieve and release. To grieve and let go of. Because when you do that, you actually allow yourself, you give yourself permission to actually create, which is for you. But the paradox is that you actually have to be okay without having it in many ways. Because you actually have to be totally okay with the you as you are now. With everything as it is. And from that space that you create, right? Because that creates space. It creates like a portal where like your heaven can just jump through, right? Which is not to say that, right, when your highest timeline grants you that there isn't stuff. There's still stuff. This is a journey. We are always evolving, always changing. But at this time, you're going to be changing in a big way if you give yourself permission to. Okay, what else wants to come through here on this? On this ace, this Empress card really wants to come through. It was at the bottom of the deck. It's still, I was not sure. We have the Six of Pentacles, the Star, and the Devil card that came out first, right? There are some, the Page of Wands falling to the bottom. This is you, right? This is really what you are here to do, to play, to have fun, to play with the baton, to jump. This Devil, I feel right now, is really representative of the ego. I think that's come through as an ego. It's very much an ego density before. But right now it's coming through as you, which, and not just because everything is you, which it is, right? This zero separation is really what is occurring at this time, and it occurs slowly, layer by layer. I don't know. It occurs however it occurs for you, but it is very much tapped in with you tapping into your 0 point, and you like making space for you, right? But here, this is the ego self. It's like the human self telling you that, oh no, you're stupid. Oh no, you can't do that. Oh no, that's not for you. Or no, it's for somebody else. And I'm hearing that you guys may have like to check your inner narratives a little bit sometimes. Because the energy of you tapping into your 0 point, of you making space for you, of you allowing the space to be created, like your reality to shift, but you to shift with it, right? If you remain in the same patterns and behaviors, you're just keeping things stuck. You're stopping the flow of all that is really coming in for you. And there is so much coming in for you at this time. It's right there. It's like it's in the peripheral, because you are bringing it in for you, right? This Empress, it's very much like, yeah, it's rebirth and you are birthing yourself. But it's also like, friends, I cannot emphasize enough the feeling that I get here right now, that collectively we are birthing Gaia. And remembering that the stuff that comes through, right? I can read the tarot, but the channel messages that come through, I have no proof of it other than the fact that I live by it, right? Other than the fact that I am living proof, which is what you, and I know some people don't like fingers being pointed, but that's in my human world. It's you are the living proof of all that you seek, but you don't get to see it before you believe it. You have to believe it, and then you will see it, then you will experience it. And I'm being told to stop there. Friends, have a beautiful, magical now. Thank you for choosing you in all the ways that you are. Thank you also for the comments. I know that there are a few comments that I have yet to reply to. I suppose I should have maybe said this at the beginning of the message. The other day, while I was replying to them, my little one woke up half an hour earlier, and I just haven't had the time to get back there, but I will, because honestly, I love the comments. I appreciate them so much that for my human, it is confirmation and validation that sometimes I need. I wouldn't be authentic if I wasn't being authentic. Beautiful divine one, in this space of change that you find yourself in, give yourself permission to change in a playful way. Give yourself permission to make light of everything that is trying to take you back to the darkness. It's really time to make light of it through your alchemy, but also in the 3D. Like, make light of it. Don't necessarily go laugh in somebody's face. Don't be mean or ugly, but trauma doesn't exist. It doesn't exist except in the mind. So if somebody's trauma is like rippling into your reality, have a laugh about it. Like, to yourself. Have a laugh about you almost being wrapped in somebody else's trauma. Have a laugh about the fact that you were almost called to play in an old paradigm. Have a laugh about it. Make light of it. And you make light of it. Have a beautiful, beautiful, magical now. I haven't said that enough times, but really, really, friends, Source wants you to have fun and play and embody the powerhouse that you are. Okay, bye-bye.